Many are theorizing today that the reason we have so many gay males now is because they were raised by single mothers that passed on their feminine energy to their son, which prevented them from becoming men. Could this be true? Hi guys, it's your girl Linda back here with another interesting topic that I know you're gonna enjoy. Welcome back to my channel. There is no evidence that a person's sexual orientation is related to family dynamics. In fact, there are many gay males that come from families with two heterosexual parents. So can a woman raise a boy to be a man? Single mothers, I'm gonna share with you my two favorite single mothers in the Bible that not only raised a boy to be a man, but also a king and a god. In order to introduce you to them, I'm gonna have to share a little bit of their history, and you're gonna enjoy it. Abraham, Yahweh's friend and chosen man of God, was married to a non-believing woman named Sarah. Yahweh prevented Sarah from having children because of her non-belief. So Sarah took matters into her own hands. She decided to give her husband a second wife, one that shared the same belief as her husband. Her name was Hagar. She was an Egyptian handmaiden, a slave to Sarah. Yahweh approves of this because Abraham and Hagar are now evenly yoked because both of them worship Yahweh. Abraham and Hagar conceives his first son. Yahweh names him Ishmael. Get it? Ishmael on the end, E-L, means God. So Ishmael is a son of God. So Yahweh now enters into a covenant with Abraham and Ishmael by circumcision. Ishmael was circumcised at the age of 13 years old, which sealed the covenant between Abraham and Ishmael. Now, Yahweh is ready to bless Sarah. Yahweh sends two angels to Abraham to let him know that he is going to bless Sarah with a child. Sarah overhears the conversation and she starts laughing in disbelief. After all, she is a non-believer. But Yahweh made a believer out of her. He got the last laugh. At 90 years old, Sarah conceives a child. Imagine that. A 90-year-old woman walking around pregnant. Everybody around her was laughing. Yahweh got jokes. So Sarah births a son, and Yahweh names him Isaac. No E-L on the end, but nevertheless he is a seed of Abraham. And Yahweh has promised Abraham that all of his seeds would be blessed. They will be a blessing to the world. But Ishmael and Isaac do not share the same covenant. After Sarah Isaac, she gets jealous of Ishmael and she demands Abraham to send Hagar and Ishmael away out of jealousy. But Sarah don't run no show. Abraham took that matter up to Yahweh, and Yahweh advised him, "Go ahead, Abraham. For the sake of peace, let them go. They will be fine." So Abraham took Yahweh's advice. So take note, when faced with problems or conflicts, take the matter to your Creator who has the solution. Don't allow yourself to be led by a man. This caused Hagar to become a single mother, with Ishmael being around 14 years old. Why do they call them single mothers, as if they are totally alone in life? That sounds defeated, considering the woman is the weaker vessel, physically weak, but not spiritually. Hagar was not alone. She was supported by her spiritual husband, Yahweh. Yahweh sent angels to help her. She is not a single mother. And Ishmael grew to be a mighty nation as promised by Yahweh. They are the Egyptians. Ishmael inherited the wealth and kingdom of Abraham after Abraham's death. No more a slave, now a king and a god. Egypt, the most beautiful place on the planet before Satan took over this world. Hagar did not only raise a boy to be a man, but also a king and a god, because Ishmael is a son of God. Single mothers, you are not alone in this world if you have the Spirit of God within you. Yahweh is your husband, and He will support you. The second single mother that I adore, Mary, mother of Yeshua, also known as Jesus. Many don't realize that Mary was a single mother. She conceived a child before she was married. This shows how much love Yahweh has for the single mother, because He chose to send His Son through one. And Mary had such faith in Yahweh to agree to have a child out of wedlock. By law, Mary could have been stoned to death. There was no guarantee that Joseph would marry her. Yahweh didn't make Joseph marry her. He had a choice. So Mary gives birth to Yeshua, the Son of God. His first name is Yeshua. His second name is his spiritual name, Emmanuel. E-L on the end, which means God. Yeshua is the Son of God, and He proved that to us. Everybody know about Yeshua. Yeshua willingly sacrificed His life to save mankind from sin and death. All those having faith in Yeshua's sacrifice have an opportunity for everlasting life. So Mary was able to raise a boy to be a man, a king, and a god, just like Hagar. But this world that's ruled by Satan the devil labels women without physical husbands single mothers. Satan wants you to think that you are alone in this world. He wants you to think that you're defeated. He makes you think that no man wants you because you have a child. He tells you that you're physically incapable of taking care of yourself because you're physically weak. This world tells single mothers that they are unable to raise a boy to be a man. But Yahweh just showed you otherwise. Single mothers, lean on your spiritual husband, Yahweh. Yahweh says that I am your rock and your fortress, your deliverer and your strength, of whom you can trust. How many men in the world can say this? Only those that follow after Yahweh, and that's not a lot. Like Hagar and Mary, single mothers, you can absolutely raise a boy to be a man, and also a king and a god. All of Yahweh's children are gods. Yahweh never wanted women to be dependent on a man. He wants everyone to depend on him. So single mothers, hold your head up high, fix your crown, spread your wings and fly in any direction you want to. You are not alone. Bring out that goddess in you. With Yahweh, all things are possible. I hope this video brings strength and encouragement to all women and all people. But women, as the weaker vessel, know that you are not alone. Yahweh is our strength. He's the one that we count on in our times of distress. Yahweh is with all those having faith in him. So guys, that is all I have to say on this topic. I would love to know your thoughts on it. And I am so thankful to my God Almighty Yahweh for giving me such good positive messages that you can share with your friends and your loved ones. I thank you for subscribing to my channel and sharing my videos with others. And as I depart today, I pray God Almighty Yahweh that you all keep seeking the truth that sets us free from this world that's ruled by Satan the devil. Yahweh's people are no part of his world. Y'all be safe out there in Satan's world.